It's your boy Mike. Welcome back to another Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra video. The version 1.3 patch notes have released around 4 hours ago of me uploading this video, and I don't think a single person is happy. Like almost all of these 65 comments are all just going to be people who are saying that this is going to probably be the worst meta ever, which is why I want to call upon you. Yes, you watching this video right here, right now. Inside of the comments, I am going to leave a pinned message that you can go ahead and join the Gekishin Squadra server. If you guys watch the Feedback Mondays, you guys know that I like to go ahead and try and show the server as much as possible, right? But let me just go ahead and swap over real quick. I have went ahead and made an entire patch note of my own that I have put it in the submitted game feedback. Now, will you say that this is like a good feedback? Would you say that this is a bad feedback? Who cares? I have went out of my way to try and make it as adjusted as possible to make it where everyone is happy, right? I think the only ones that I didn't really touch upon is like Trunks and all that, but let's go ahead and read the note that I have left. Hi there, Gekishin Squadra team. Thank you for your time and effort in the most recent version 1.3 patch notes. I believe that there were some good additions made, such as the Super Saiyan Goku nerfs, because he was probably the #1 character in the game since like season 1. Cooler final form buffs, as well as improvements to the Gekishin rules, because they had it where when you are under tower, if you do not specifically get the burst off, you will be able to maintain that skill rather than it automatically going into cooldown. Matchmaking, because you no longer are able to, well, not no longer, but you won't be able to see the same team over and over again as often as before. They are trying to make it where if you face one team, that you are kind of like put up against another team as if it is possible, right? From what they said. And the custom battle rule changes, they made it where you only need to have 4 people up to 8, rather than having it where it is you need the maximum number of 8 people. And while I do think that there should be still adjustments to that, it's not as big as these ones. I would say like this isn't as important. That being said, I believe there were clear oversights made that should be changed as soon as possible. Nerfs, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and Ultimate Gohan, 2 of the highest comments that I've gotten on the video, are still rampant in every single game due to how overtuned they were on release, and I believe the previous nerfs given were not enough. If possible, adjust the characters as per below, please. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, reduce the stun time to 1 second, as well as making the hitbox more consistent, as there are times where a kick hits when it shouldn't and doesn't hit when it should. Like, you just won't be able to have that stun consistently go off, and I think that that is something that they should probably look into as to why that keeps happening, as well as reducing the stun from 1.5 seconds to just 1 second. Again, I don't want this to be a thing of like just stun fests, where it is literally just a game of CC. So having this adjusted to 1 second, like some of these other characters, I think is more than fair. Reduce the overall health of Vegeta to be a bit lower than other tank class characters. Considering that Vegeta is a character who gains up to 20% of his base health when using his 3rd skill, he should not have a high HP or an HP stat higher than most other tanks in the game. I think as of right now, he might have the highest HP stat in the game. And when we look at other characters like Cooler, like Khalifa, like some of these other top tanks in the game, he's just far and away better than them, right? And I think these are decent enough changes that not only would he still be usable to the point where it's not like a complete throw to pick this guy, but it's also not making it where at the same time you won't be able to pick other characters without feeling like you're throwing. Like, I think it would adjust him to the level that he needs to be. I didn't put specifically what I thought his overall health should be, and I don't have the overall numbers, so I can't like say that. But again, this is what I thought. Ultimate Gohan, passive, return the passive you can't win back to needing 3 stacks instead of 2 as shown when originally revealing Ultimate Gohan. Skill 1, increase the cooldown to 6 seconds, and I double checked this. No other technical class character in the game has as fast of a cooldown on any skill as much as Ultimate Gohan does, nor the effects. Every single other character that I can think of and that I was looking over has a much higher cooldown than Gohan. His thing is 4 seconds. 4! He gets that so fast, and it is so stupid for it to be such a small cooldown when his skill 3 is going to refresh those cooldowns anyways. Skill 2 should remove the stagger from hitting targets from targets hitting the walls or another hero. Gohan's skill 2 has too many effects that make it unfair to play against. Like, it's very stupid that he has it where he has 13 different stuns in his kit and 13 different like ways to disrupt combat in his kit, that I think this is one of the bigger ones that they could do. Gotenks. Skill 1. Cooldown should be adjusted back to 12 seconds because they made it 14. I believe during the Season 2 patch notes. Hitbox reverted back to what it was before Season 2. Yeah, it was 2.0. Patch notes, and the combo should finish in 1.5 seconds. I believe when I tested this in game, it was around a roughly 1.75 to 2 seconds for it to finish the combo. When we are going into a game where this guy is going to have a big issue with vanishing steps being the reduced cooldown to like 3-ish seconds, I think that this guy should be able to finish that combo just slightly faster. Like, it's still reactable where you can use your vanish step and you'll have more than a second to react to it. But at the same time, it is still fair enough for if you are Gotenks, you see someone use their vanish step. Now, not only do you get that slightly faster, but you know for a fact that that character is not going to be able to use their vanishing step. Which I think is, again, just more than fair. Gotenks was always a character who punished characters for not conserving their vanishing step, and to have it where the attack is not only harder to hit now than ever due to the super cooldown reduction vanishing step divine draw, but to also get it shadow nerfed to not hit as consistently as before. I forgot to finish that, but I was gonna say that it's dumb. Skill 3, reduce the cooldown back to 6 seconds, as well as increasing the damage back to 300, 375, and then 450 for the levels. Gotenks is already balanced more so than other technicals in the game, and to continuously nerf his abilities is a complete oversight to his design. Deborah, I just basically took all of the nerfs that they gave and I just said to revert them. On top of that, I also said on the bottom that I believe that his super attack should have his overall damage increased, because I feel like it doesn't do enough damage for a lot of these other super attacks in the game. But that was just me. I wanted to not only just revert the nerfs that they adjusted to this character, but also give him something to try and make him a little bit more viable than what it is now. And then I put at the bottom, please consider making these adjustments as soon as possible. Thank you for your time. I am going to leave this entire comment inside of the pinned comment as well for you to go ahead and adjust to whatever you want. If you want Vegeta to not even have a stun, for example, on his skill 2, which I think is maybe a little bit too far, then you can go ahead and adjust that. If you want to make it where Ultimate Gohan has it where the skill 3 is adjusted rather than the skill 2, that's more than fine. If you want to make it where his skill 1 has a higher cooldown, again, you can adjust it as is. If not, do me a favor, on the bottom left, when you are looking at the game feedback, just leave a thumbs up. I understand that our voices are going to seem small and they are going to seem like it does not matter. I am telling you for a fact that the reason why this keeps happening is because we don't speak up about stuff like this. I am going to scroll up and tell me when you see anyone talk about Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta or Ultimate Gohan, while I'm continuously talking about the other stuff too, right? Let me just make sure that that's okay. So the second that we get to an Ultimate Gohan or Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta nerf suggestion, I will go ahead and like stop scrolling, right? But again, when we aren't being vocal and telling them exactly what we would like to see inside of this stuff, and we're not being as thorough and as concise with this information as much as possible, nothing will happen. We cannot continuously have this happen and not give feedback for this, because they won't adjust it. They don't know what to adjust. Super Saiyan Goku was probably nerfed because every person inside of the tournament was using Super Saiyan Goku. I guarantee something like that was probably the reasoning. So if you don't want stuff like this to continuously happen, you just gotta make it where you go into the submitted game feedback, you make it where they're aware of this issue, because they won't know otherwise. We are like, look at this, we're almost all the way up to the top of the list where it has to refresh, and we still haven't talked about Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and Ultimate Gohan. We finally got to a fine nerf, but you can't just say, I think you should adjust hit because he's too OP, now nerf him please. Talk about what you want to be nerfed. They won't know. They just can't. They're gonna look at the data of like what they saw during the what was it, the Squadra Blast, and they're gonna see that Toppo is a fucking menace, and Cell was one of the like top characters that had the highest win rates, and it's just like nothing will change, because they're gonna look at shit like that and be like, oh dude, we're gonna have to nerf Toppo because he has too high of a win rate. Like, look at when are we gonna get to a thing for Super Saiyan 4 and Vegeta and Ultimate Gohan? I'm still waiting. It's not like this is a new issue. This is a weeks old of an issue, and no one has brought it up. Learn how to balance the game. Learn how to fucking say what you want to be balanced. Like, I don't want to get mad at, like, okay, please tell me this is finally, no. Buffs to Deborah. I'll give this guy. I don't even think that it'll be matter, because they won't probably kill that far. Nerf Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Ultimate Gohan. See, we finally fucking got it, dude. We finally got to Ultimate Gohan. I think it should get like another 2 or 3 seconds on top of that. But this is my point, is if we have to literally scroll down to a week old information to be able to see the submitted game feedback, then of course nothing is going to be, stop saying this, stop saying Ultimate Gohan needs to be nerfed. Tell me what you want. Tell them. They can't fucking know. They won't. They have consistently proven they don't know. The nerfs that are being made, it's the Gotenks, because you aren't speaking up about what you want to see change. If you think Ultimate Gohan should be nerfed, tell them what you want to see. I don't want to make it seem like I'm getting mad at you guys. I really am passionate about this. Let me try saying that again. I really am passionate about this game. So if I'm yelling and I'm like getting frustrated, it's because I fucking love this game to death, dude. I have over 400 hours in this shit. I want to consistently make content on it because it's fun. I like being able to like interact with you guys, and I like being able to talk with you guys about shit like this, because I know that there are some of you that will listen. So please, if you have an issue with stuff like this, please go to the submitted game feedback and tell them exactly what you want to see, because that's the only way they can do this. Genuinely, we can't just keep saying this character needs to be nerfed, this character needs to be nerfed. Tell them what needs to be nerfed, because they'll just make small adjustments and be like, there you guys go, they're nerfed, it's done. Kill Gotenks. I want to see him fucking put onto a cross right now because of like he has the highest win rate. No, dude, go, like they can't. They are it's, I don't even want to say like it's incompetence. I just think that they're getting the wrong data, and they're just looking at something like B ranks and above and seeing that like Cell has like a high win rate. So they're like, fuck, well, he doesn't need to be adjusted. Deborah needs to be fucking nerfed because this like divine draw is coming out. Like, Jesus Christ, man. I'll try to be a little bit more calm, because I don't want to, again, just have it where I'm yelling this entire time. But for real, like I said, I'm going to leave the template down below if you want to go ahead and copy it, if you want to change it, if you want to take specifically whatever, like you just want to have it where Ultimate Gohan is nerfed, fuck man, just grab this, copy and paste it, and then be like shit like that, right? If not, if you think everything was fine with what I said, then just go ahead and leave a thumbs up. Because while you don't think like your voice matters and all that stuff, look at what happened to the Star Collection. You can go back to my old videos of before the Star Collection was adjusted. I made sure, and I tried telling you guys, you need to keep talking about this stuff because it won't be changed otherwise. I made it a thing again where I made the template for everyone to go ahead and go into the Star Collection like comment and then put it inside of the submitted game feedback. Or I said, if you see it within like the next, or within like the first like 20 or so messages, just leave it a thumbs up. And guess what they did? That exact season is the season that they adjusted the Star Collection. They said that they're going to be making more stuff to it. So talk. Make sure you keep talking about this stuff, okay? Damn, it's already 15 minutes and like we haven't even gotten to any of the comments. Like I feel like slightly bad, but at the same time, again, like I really am passionate about this. I really fucking love this game and I don't want it to be a thing where I'm just pushing out content that I don't love. And I want to make it where like we can do this change, you know? Do I think it's going to happen within like this patch notes? I think it's a little bit unrealistic for them to change it this fast, but I can at least say that I tried. But let's go ahead and hop over to the actual comments now. I felt my fucking blood pressure rise up, man. Like I got the shivers all over now. Man, after this, I'm convinced the devs play this game in E to C rank. Deborah must be putting up insane numbers, excuse me, in C rank for this nothing burger buff that is mostly a nerf. Yeah, I do not know what they saw in this that they put Deborah inside of the buffed section. I think this is probably the stupidest thing that I have ever seen, considering that like so much of his stuff got adjusted. There's only 2 lines in here that specifically help him out. The AoE range per level increased from 0.3 meters to 0.4. And then his darkness spear had it where the cooldown got reduced, right? Everything else was a direct nerf to this character. The cooldown got increased on his skill 3. The amount of movement speed time that you got when you threw a spear got decreased. The effect from it also got decreased because it went from 75, 100, 100 to 50, 75, 100, which counts as a nerf. What else was it? The duration of no vanishing step decreased from 4 to 3 seconds as well. The petrification buildup for his passive just being around his ring went from whatever that means to lower, but it says decrease, so I have to go ahead and assume that that's what it meant. Hit is legit going to thrive this season, and I'm going to hate every second of it. Yep, again, like I didn't include hit buffs, I didn't include hit nerfs because I would much rather see Ultimate Gohan like have his legs removed in this game. But if you think hit is like a bigger issue than that, then shit, man, go ahead and take Vegeta out and put hit in instead of Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Hit and Gohan somehow dodged the nerfs. Meanwhile, Cell and Gotenks found dead in a ditch. Yep. The top priority was a second Gotenks nerf. Doesn't make any sense at all, by the way. I have no idea how they were going to say that that was adjusted. Healthiest and most balanced post-game character yet. Yeah, like there will be people who will say that Gotenks is broken and busted and like unreasonably OP. But then we get into the game and we'll never see a Gotenks ever. Like ever. I will have to go out of my way to play Gotenks to see any other Gotenks in the game. And on top of that, he, like, I just don't understand why they nerfed him as well, considering that, like, if they just left him the same exact way as he was from day one, I think he would be completely fine. Like, even now, I think he would still be mid-tier. Fuck, man, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to handle another season of Ultan 4G to running the game. Again, I go into that feedback section, man. C-rank Deborah mains must be going 15-0 in games because what the fuck is targeted hatred for the Demon King? I have no idea. They saw my video and they said, oh, it's too much, man. Like, this is how you know it's bad. Fuck this season. I'm going to college. Like, no one is going out of their way to get an education except for Gekishin Squadra. You know, when I said the devs were coming for SSJ Goku Spirit Bomb next in the stream, I was joking. Again, I think the one and only good change from this patch note was Super Saiyan Goku's nerfs. He has been a #1 DPS character inside of this game, or at least a #1 contender, depending on who you ask, since season 1. We have seen like 3 nerfs for Super Saiyan Goku, and every single time it did not matter because of the fact that he was still #1. He still had one of the best secures because of his Spirit Bomb. He still had some insane damage because of his Kamehameha as well as his Meteor Hammer. He still had one of the best escape options because he not only had his Meteor Hammer, but also his Kaioken, which got up to 2 charges once it was leveled up all the way. Like, all of that stuff made him too oppressive and too OP. I played him because I like easy to play characters, and that guy was easy to play as fuck, but he also needed the nerf. At least they listened to Lobo. At least they listened when Lobo said nerf Deborah. Yeah, dude, Deborah was too OP. They really gutted SSJ Goku in season 3 like they did back in season 3 of Dragon Ball FighterZ. I watched Dragon Ball FighterZ more than I played, so I don't know specifically a lot of this stuff, but yeah, like it's pretty bad. Ulton and Vegito still untouched. Lovely. Yep. Nerfed everybody but them. Vegito is fine. Ulton, no. Like, again, the main issue is that Vegito is the only person you will ever see on tanks now, for whatever reason. The only thing I want changed for Vegito would be to make the kick more consistent with the hitboxes, have it where people attack him from behind the wall, they can interrupt it. I would be fine with both of these changes, honestly. Thank God I got Gohan from the Star Collection. Absolutely baffling the devs introduced a overpowered divine draw and nerf the one character that can deal with it and every other base game vanish mechanic. Incredible design. True. No, like, I just don't understand, man. I really don't. My main Gotenks got nerfed again. Yep, third time's a charm. The next patch notes, that's when he's gonna get buffed. For realsies this time. Finally, while Snowball got kneecapped and my boy Trunks got buffs, the real win for him is the build-up nerfs, and a half win is a solid barrier nerfs. Even though that one hurts him, it'll hurt everyone else infinitely more since it doesn't want to charge into the front lines immediately. He got buffs, but he still needed his HP adjusted, so I would still say that it's pretty bad, in my opinion. Like, I think that they didn't do enough. No Cell buffs, huh? Cooler got a buff before Cell. I know this is rage bait and I'm falling for it. I'll let Bandai know. I got you. I got you, little chud. It's okay. Fucking stand behind me, perfect Cell. I'll show them how it's done. Stand the fuck behind me. I'll pike on my way over there, dude. I'll be 100% fucking ready. I will protect you, my goat, my king. SHA Goku deserved to be nerfed, but they absolutely gutted him. I really hope they didn't do this because they have 2 DPS coming out and preying on pay to win to carry. I have seen this twice, and like I'll probably read the other comment and then I'll say this because I'm just gonna be repeating it. Fun fact: Gotenks was the only character I bought via gems. Life sucks, man. That actually does really suck. Dead by Daylight looking patches. Don't play it, but keep getting recommended videos specifically for the tier list of it. It's probably the first time in my life I'm genuinely hyper ultra mega pissed at patch notes. Yep, same here. Who on this dev team thought to nerf my boy Deborah? Why? It's okay, guys. Krillin will save us. They are killing their own game. They have to be one of them. These have to be the most out of touch patch notes we have ever received. Genuinely expecting people to begin leaving this game this season, and I might be one of them depending on how Vegito plays in game. Again, like I'll probably repeat it a couple of times. That's why we got to go into the feedback section and we have to speak our truths, because they're not going to listen. They will not. It's just like it's not going to change as much as I would want it to. It's just not. Finally, in the nerf Goku, no more Spirit Bomb problems. His Spirit Bomb, like, it got the damage decreased, but then the what is it? The amount of time it takes for the spirit bomb to come down the time is increased, so you should be able to burst it down with Goku's other skills a little bit faster now. As in, like, you spirit bomb, you use your skill 2, and you're able to probably use your skill 1 all within the same combo before the spirit bomb even hits down. And on top of that, the second damage proc from the spirit bomb when you use Kaioken also is going to have the damage come out faster too. Like, it's 0.5 seconds faster. So like the time that it took to hit like the was reduced by half or something. Get ready for season 3, guys. Amazing changes. Everyone, you mean season 2 version 2? What? We buffed characters. Just look at Trunks. 2 seconds off his skill 2. Gonna see that guy everywhere now. Yeah, it's funny because they actually did give him for free too. Okay, well, the nerfs are good. Look at them. Okay, fair. The mind cards are a good mix up, but did we forget about certain characters? Oh, please. Who needs nerfs? Anyways, these adjustments are going... anyways, those adjustments are going to change. Wait, why isn't Deborah here? Silly us. Yeah, they added him to the buff section, though. They forgot to nerf Cell. He is transforming too early, and you should only be able to transform up to level 10. And also, nerf the size of his arena. It's obstructing the god of... Dude, this is the fucking person who... This is the exact person who is stopping us from getting Cell buffs. Like that's him. That's the hidden Bandai spy. Why did they nerf all the vanishing step related cards just to adjust them on wait, why did they nerf all the vanishing step related divine cards just to adjust them to a season divine combo draw? They got priorities backwards. If the game mode is unbalanced, just don't use it. I'm giving that one a hidden like. Deborah nerfs finally. Yay! Yay! Deborah is finally nerfed, guys. I don't want to sound rude, but these nerfs sound like a person that is in C rank or lower B rank. I guarantee you that's the fucking place that they saw all of this data. I'm really pissed that they are treating Cell like he doesn't exist. Why would they nerf buildup? It makes the tank role even more of a pain to play. And why would they increase the cooldown on Solid Barrier? Now I can get one shot by Light Grenade easier and the Special Beam Cannon. They think the release of Super Vegito is enough to allow them to release this dog shit patch. It is by far the worst thing they have done, and I hope more people call them out because this is unacceptable. Again, you know who exactly can call them out? Us, me and you. Yes, you reading the comment right now, or like watching this video. You and I can call this out. Again, I waited for the anyone to talk about these patch notes inside of the submitted game feedback. No one did. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. I just refreshed it right now. And I finally found, I don't know why I said it like that. I finally found someone who said something about it. And I think did they just comment like the same thing that I said? No, they did change it up. But like on the Discord side of things, I just saw that someone put like Ultimate Gohan and Super Saiyan 4 are overtuned and the previous nerfs aren't enough. Please consider your decisions when nerfing them properly. Reducing the stun on duration of Vegeta's kick to 1 and lowering his overall HP. Gohan needs longer cooldowns because it's not fun to change skill. Yeah. Like, dude, like it was basically almost all of what I said, but they just put it in different words. Which is good. Like I think that we need to just continuously tell them that this is bad. But yeah, the only way we have to call them out. We can't be like, oh well, we need to let the content creators call them out. Like, no, dude, I am going out of my way, and I would do this the same exact way if I wasn't a content creator. I want this game to thrive, man. I don't want people to be this upset. I want us all to be like, holy shit, Super Vegito's coming, rather than holy shit, these fucking patch notes suck, dude. I'm so glad for the Goku nerfs, but the rest of this was the most lame buff and nerfs I've ever seen. I really want to know their logic to not nerf Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and Ultimate Gohan. Probably the logic is that they kept looking at the data rather than any of us literally going into the submitting game feedback and telling them, hey, this fucking sucks. Please remove these characters. They kill all the free-to-play characters little by little. And this is what I was talking about. Like when I was like, oh, we're going to talk about this later on because I just said the same thing over again. The number one DPS in the game is either now Gamers or Piccolo, and Piccolo is entirely free to play because you get him right at the beginning, as well as Super Saiyan Vegeta. While Gammas can be acquired pretty early, I would not say this is a kill for free-to-play players. Like, it just isn't. Like, Goku should have been nerfed. I don't know if they needed to make it to this extent, per se. Like, they did all of this all at once, and it was a big, huge nerf for him. But at the same time, again, he has been rampant for so long that a nerf this big probably is warranted, I would say. Because it would be hypocritical of me to say otherwise. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and Ultimate Gohan are picked every single match. What do you see in every single match as well? Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan Goku. If I were to be like, oh yeah, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and Ultimate Gohan should be nerfed because they're in every single match, I also have to take that fucking shot to the knee by having Super Saiyan Goku nerfed. I am the number one fucking self-proclaimed Super Saiyan Goku one trick. So, not like the number one Super Saiyan Goku, but more like I say that I am the one trick for that guy as much as possible. So, I am the one who's directly being hurt, and I am more than happy with this buff. Or, sorry, with this nerf. Something told me we were cooked this season, now I'm not going to play. Toshi is the worst, bro. You know what you could do? We could talk about it. Build up nerf, yeah, GG. Like, people are saying this. I think the Divine Combo cards are like one of the only fine things this patch. I don't think that it's necessarily a... I don't think it's necessarily a like thing that I would want per se in this. I wouldn't have wanted it done in this style, but at the same time, like, what are the cards that you will see the most often? Super Snowball, build up, solid barrier, maybe even defense step, right? What are the cards that got adjusted the most? Super Snowball, build up, solid barrier, and well, like again, defense step was just added. I don't know why I actually said, I shouldn't have said defense step. The only reason why they added it was because of the cooldown, so that way you wouldn't be able to just spam it for when you the infinite what is it? The infinite vanish step is coming to the game. But yeah, those were the cards that are getting like the most adjustments because of the fact that like no one is using the other cards. Now, rather than nerf these cards, if you wanted to say to buff the other ones, that's fine. Like I'm okay with that, right? But yeah, like this, I kind of get it. I really do. I really do get it. Devs really hated Goku very much, or Dev is really stupid. There should be shame for nerfing good characters and stand buffs some character fix it up. No, like there again, Super Saiyan Goku should have been nerfed. He has been number one DPS in the game for a long time. And even if you wanted to say that he wasn't the number one DPS, I still think that he is. He was just too good. He was, no matter what, best in slot, so he was top 2 DPS in the game. And for having so many nerfs for this guy and he's still number one, it's very stupid. Actual dog shit patch to the point where I know actual dog shit patch to the point where I have to know what the fuck was discussed between leadership and people on balance team. Gotenks and Deborah nerfs. He didn't actually get buffs. Whoever came with these should be beaten with an ore into a meta that is already going to make them unplayable with vanish spam. Divine Combo Slaughter. Yeah, Snowball and build up were a little overtuned, but Jesus, what is this? Lightning Swift of all things caught a stray because it didn't new draw, but it still would have been average. Like, they should have buffed it, if anything, to like give more damage, but again, I get why they just gave it the adjustment that it has now. This whole This whole patch feels gross and your leaks are cluelessness. I might check back in on a possible mid balance, but I think it is break time. Like, oh, dude, like, okay, hold on. Buddy. If we are, again, we cannot keep saying that Ultimate Gohan and these other characters need to be nerfed, either find a comment that you agree with and like that comment, or tell them exactly what you want to see. Do not just put nerf Ultimate Gohan, or we will see another exact like patch like how we saw the first time with, excuse me, they didn't nerf Ultimate Gohan and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta enough. Please, like, stop spamming that. Like, I beg. Game won't make it out much longer. If this season doesn't perform, it's done. Seems like the devs don't have a clue on how to balance shit either, because this patch was ass apart from the Goku nerfs. Also, the order nerfs is just dumb as fuck. Guess what we needed though? Another Gotenks nerf. So what did I say? I think sadly, oh yeah, the Vegito is gonna be the thing. Like, I think the Vegito is gonna make it where it sells, but I don't know. It seems like there's little change in sales no matter which character is released. Even when Broly is released, the number of concurrent users on Steam didn't increase by even half of what it was when Super Saiyan 3 was released. Sales rankings were also half the same. Okay, but like when Super Saiyan Vegito was like announced, he literally like jumped the amount of players that were on Gekishin Squadra by like, I don't even remember how much percent. So we can't, like, it's not like he's just going to be not doing anything. Vegeta will sell, and that's the thing. That's why we have to talk about this. Patch notes for Dogwater. Yep. Deborah nerfs, Gotenks nerfs. Well, dude, I remember seeing this comment like when on the top of the comment list. They buffed my baby cooler and nerfed build up. This is genuinely might make me want to take a season break. I'm so disappointed. We got to talk about it. Chloe's Queen Khalifa is untouched, so I'm fine. You know what? I can support that. She's cool. Well, they are giving a boss change. They're changing out. They're putting in Jackie Chun and Tiki on 16, which I think is more than fine. They need to pre-nerf Vegito before doing this. It's honestly a bit of a game changer since both Snowball and Barrier got nerfed. I know it's not crazy nerfs. Goku nerfs were still needed because he was such a low effort to win character. Well, no, it's just because he was just far and away the best in terms of like all the skills that he did. It wasn't even the fact that he's so easy. Like, he's still going to be easy now. It's just that they lowered the amount of damage that like his stuff does because it was just too much. Gotenks, fuck Gotenks. So I'm glad they got nerfed. I find them the most annoying in the whole game. I guess that is just a me problem because my opinion is unpopular about him. At least they gave him a buff to the range so they could chase you sooner. The damage nerf is small. I'd say wait. And then I just talked a little bit more about here. Goku has been meta forever, so I do agree with the nerfs for a long time coming. Gotenks is one of the last characters that should be nerfed, though, instead of an Ultimate Gohan or hit characters who are much more impressive and annoying as Gotenks. They specifically went out of their way to make it more unusable. I'll wait for sure, but honestly not looking forward to the 2 weeks of Vegeta and Ultimate Gohan not being touched at all. Personally, from what I've dealt, consistently been in an A and sometimes S rank. Vegeta ain't crazy anymore. Other than that, I'd say fix the hitboxes of his skill 2 and make it where his skill 3 can be interrupted or it doesn't gain the benefits if people attack him from behind. Ultimate Gohan being untouched is inexcusable though, but even if I were to concede to the fact that he isn't good anymore, which I don't, he's still arguably the best, better than every other tank in the game currently. So the fact that another tank had to be buffed cooler and we still won't see him as much as Vegeta, I meant to put it's stupid, but I put he's stupid. Let me go ahead and refresh the comments. We'll get newest comments and see what this is. No, we already saw this. So yeah, if, like I said, we are the only people that are going to be able to change this game, and unless we go out of our way to make our voice heard and go into that submitted game feedback section, and you keep just ramming that fucking section with like these notes, nothing will happen. Genuinely. Unless I should probably say and clarify the same rules that I said for the last time with the star collection system is the same rules that I will say for this time. If you do not specifically see this comment that I have left and you want to like this comment, if you haven't seen this specific comment in like 20 or so messages, then you can go ahead and submit it as your own feedback. But if you do see it within the last 20 or so messages, Please do not post it again. I do not want the submitted game feedback section to just be our same comment like 60 times. It's going to help no one out, and it's going to get our comments blocked and ignored. So please don't spam it. That's all I ask. But yes, please go and, oh yeah, and then in case you don't know how to do it, there's a game feedback section. Copy this command. I always go into off topic because this is the one that doesn't get a lot of traction, but you just go ahead and submit that. You just get that same command. It's going to look like this. If you copy it, you have to make sure that you're clicking on, dude, I can't fucking type. You have to make sure you're clicking on this section. You're going to just go ahead and enter that command, and then you can or copy this message, and then you click submit. But yes, this is the only way we're going to get this stuff to change. Please, please, I am asking all of you, please, I'm on my hands and knees. I don't care if this video does poorly. I don't care if you like dislike it. I don't care if you like make adjustments. I don't care if you should just take my fucking feedback and you make it your own. I don't care if this video has 0 fucking comments. Please, for the love of God, just please go into the submitted game feedback, and please, man, please, we could change this. We can make it where things will change, because this is the only way that they will listen. This is the only way that they will be able to know, because no one is fucking talking about it in anything other than YouTube comments. And I know that they don't check that. They 100% do not go into content creators and check their comments. 100%. This is the only thing that we have seen that they will listen to, is in this specific section of this server. So please, hell, do it on social media. I don't give a fuck. Just do it either here or there. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and stop here. Thank you all for watching. I am gonna go take I don't know, like an Advil for my headache, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.